Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to your class of biology. Let's recall what we were studying in biology. We were on unit 3, biodiversity. As the word indicates, biodiversity has derived from two words, bio and diversity. Bio means life and diversity means variety within the species. In this chapter, we have already started the introduction and the aims and history of classification. Now further we will study about the different classification systems, 2, 3 and 5 kingdoms, the bionomial nomenclature and the conservation of biodiversity. Our today's objectives are, at the end of today's lesson, you will be able to learn about the basis of two kingdom classification system and its drawbacks. Two kingdom classification system. This system was introduced by the scientist Carolus Linnaeus. He divided all the organisms into two groups as the name indicates. There are two kingdoms. One is kingdom Plantae and the other is kingdom Animalia. The two kingdoms are kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Plantae includes all the autotrophs. You remember what are autotrophs? Autotrophs are those organisms which can prepare their own food. So they can produce and store energy in them as they can prepare their own food. For example, plants we all know. Now kingdom Animalia, they are heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are the organisms which cannot prepare their own food. Instead, they depend on the autotrophs or other organisms to get their food, to get nutrition, to get energy. Kingdom Plantae includes all plants, bacteria, fungi and algae, and kingdom Animalia includes all the animals. So in this way, all organisms are divided into these two categories. This system was very useful at that time and very important step it was, but this system has some drawbacks and limitations. What are these? First, many unicellular organisms have both plant-like and animal-like characteristics. For example, Euglena. Euglena is a unicellular organism and it has both features. So where it should be placed, it is not clear in this two kingdom classification that it is placed in Plantae. But how come? Because it has both features. It has plant-like features, which is chlorophyll is present in it, so it resembles plants, but it also resembles the animals as it lacks cell wall and it has heterotrophic mode of nutrition in darkness, so it resembles animals as well. It was a confusion in this. Second confusion was that this system also ignores the differences between the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic organisms. It was not clear according to this system, so that's why there was a need to move on to the three kingdom classification system. I hope it is clear. Now let's wrap up the two kingdom classification system. Who proposed it? It was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus, and according to it, all organisms are divided into two kingdoms, Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Plantae include autotrophic organisms and it includes plants, bacteria, algae and fungi, whereas kingdom Animalia includes all animals and it has all the organisms which have heterotrophic mode of nutrition. But do remember its drawback, that unicellular organisms which resembles both plants and animals were not clear according to it. I hope today's lesson is clear to you. Now read it thoroughly from your book and you should be clear about all the points, and make sure to study about the autotroph and heterotrophs, about their meanings and understand them. It is from page number 36 of your textbook. Have a thorough reading of it. All the best. Thank you.